Hello, family. I truly pray that all of you are having an amazing day today, and I pray that you all are staying at a high vibrational frequency continuously. Make sure that you all continue to transmute and alchemize all negative energy into high vibrational, positive energy for your highest good and your protection. All right, family. I was feeling called today. I woke up. I literally had a dream about an experience I had when I was younger. I was in a car accident. It was a van though, and I was in the passenger side. I was probably like 10, 11, and it was just me and my siblings and my grandmother. And I'm really not sure what took place in the beginning. I'm not sure how it all happened, but I know that when I woke up, I was asleep. We was on a road trip on our way back home. When I woke up, I just know that I heard my grandmother yell, hold on to everyone. And I saw the van turning and it was on my side, the passenger side. It rolled on my side. Mind you, I'm 5'2". I'm already small. I was 10 or 11 at the time, so I was smaller and I was in the passenger side. When I saw the truck turning, I did not believe I was going to make it. One, two, three on the time, but God has to say so. The next time I woke up and like gained consciousness, we were in a ditch. The van was flipped over. It was me and my siblings and our little cousin and my grandmother. Our little cousin was probably like 3 or 4. And I just remember as soon as I got conscious, the first thing on my mind was my family. And I'm like, oh my God, I need to hurry up and figure out if they're okay. I wasn't thinking about myself. I wasn't worried about myself. I was worried about my family. And I looked over and I saw my grandmother flipped over, stuck in her seatbelt just like me. And then I saw them all trying to get out. And then everybody was out. And then I heard a little voice in the back. It was my youngest brother, one of my youngest brothers, a twin. And he was flipped upside down, stuck in his seatbelt. Nobody else was in the car. Everybody else had already evacuated the car. It was just me and my brother in there. And before I thought, I pushed the windshield out and I climbed out of my seat. I took my seatbelt off, climbed out somehow, and I literally got out the car and ran out to get to my brother that was stuck in the back. And I unbuckled him and helped him out. And we chuckled because he was like, "I don't want to die, Maya. I don't want to die." And I was like, "Baby, you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. Just calm down." And I started like laughing to calm him down, y'all. I was doing all of this in the same experience as all of them. I got my brother out of that seatbelt. It was jammed, y'all. But I got my brother out that seatbelt because one thing I was not about to do was leave my brother in that car. No way. I got him out of there and I pulled him out somehow. We got out together. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know. But I just know God. God did for sure. When we got out, I was put on the stretcher thing. I had a neck brace on and some other things. I told them I didn't want all of that. They told me I had to. So I'm like, okay, something must be wrong with me then. So let me get up on here. My other siblings, nobody else got on a stretcher but me, my grandmother. If another sibling did get on a stretcher, it was just one of them. It was probably one of my younger brothers, and we were all in different ambulances. But one of my youngest brothers, the one I saved out of the van, he was with me in the car, and he was looking at me like, "Maya, I hope you're okay," and everything. And I truly felt fine. I didn't know anything. I didn't know of anything being wrong with me. I just know I had a lot of adrenaline. And I know that I needed to know if all of my family were safe. I saw all of my family. And so many people were in shock. Like, it was like so many shocked faces around. And I was just wondering, why are they so shocked? Why are they so shocked? They shocked because we ain't hurt. We safe. God protected all of us. We literally flipped on the expressway. We were in Kankakee, literally flipped on the expressway. And the van flipped multiple times. We rolled into a ditch and we all survived. That's God. And I'm going to leave it right here because the next part that I say, a lot of people are going to be saddened about it. Because although Well, actually, I'm not gonna leave it right here, but I'm gonna continue. But yeah, the next part I say is touchy. You would assume that going through an experience like that, you would be well taken care of, and you would like people would make sure to the best of their abilities that you would be safe and healed the best way you can. But y'all, after that accident, we were taken to an ambulance, and when we went, we were all separated. Mind you, I did hit my head in the car. I had major bruises on my face. Like, and I'm not talking about just one color bruise. Like, it was yellow, purple, different color bruise. Like, it was one of them crazy looking ones. But I wasn't aware of any pains that I had at all because it was too much adrenaline in my body because I was too worried about my siblings and me hurrying up, popping out the car to try to save my brother. That was a lot already on my body. So I'm not even thinking about what I'm going through, my pains. I'm worried about if I'm going to be reconnecting with my family, where they are. This is how I knew as a little child God was always with me. God was always protecting me, and my intuition was always on point. When we made it to the hospital, mind you, I was with my brother. It was me and one of my younger brothers in the car with me. Not in the car, the ambulance. Once we got to the hospital, I didn't know where the rest of my family was. I didn't even know where my brother went. They took my brother and took him with the rest of the family. And I was in a hospital by myself in a huge room. It looked like a room that was not being used because it was nobody in that room. It looked like one of those rooms where it'd be like, you know, when it be wars and they have like the soldiers go in there to get like worked on and stuff to like heal their wounds and stuff. And it'd be like a whole bunch of different sheets to like just close them off from like in their own space. That's the type of room I was in. And it was just one other nurse lady in there, but she quickly left out when the lady was talking to me when they laid me on the bed. They laid me on a bed. They didn't check me or anything. I still had my clothes on from the accident. Nobody came to check on me. They laid me on a bed in the hospital and told me don't go to sleep and walked away. I was laying in that bed, had to be over 30 because I'm a little child. I don't know where I'm at. I'm trying to listen to the adult that told me not to fall asleep. And they just left me in there and walked away. And something told me this ain't right. I will fall asleep if I just stay laying here. Something told me to get up. And I got up. I started walking around the hospital looking for my family, trying to figure out where they were at. Mind you, I was in an accident too, and I'm doing all of this. This is too much already. I went to walk out of that big old room I was in, and everybody started looking at me crazy. I walked out, and everybody like this, like people eyes getting wide, they looking strange, they trying to ignore me. Some people, you know, that's the people that's on the, you know, the people in the hospital that's on go that's always moving quick because they got to go to different rooms and stuff. It was people like that looking at me kind of funny, like what that little girl doing, what that little girl doing, why she by herself, or whatever they were thinking. Mind you, I had all my dirty clothes still on because we fell into a ditch. We was in a ditch in the van. So my white socks was all dirty and nasty, ripped up. My clothes looked crazy and nasty. Like it was all over the place, y'all. And I don't even know about my hair. I don't know. But I went up to the desk and I asked this lady, I'm looking for my family. I'm trying to figure out what my family is. And she's like, okay, how old are you? And I told her. And then she said, what's your last name? What's your name? Or who are you looking for? And I gave her the names of my family. And she said they will be in this room. She just pointed me to the room and I walked to it. And I was thinking in my head, why is nobody worried or why is nobody caring about me right now? Like I was literally just in an accident. I really don't know what's going on right now. I'm confused. I'm confused. And eventually, while walking through the hospital for a little bit, I ended up finding my family. And all of my siblings and my little cousin were all in one room together, watching TV, laughing, and having fun. Nobody was worried. Nobody was in shock. They were like, okay, Shemaiah's here. And I was just confused. Next thing, I was asking to see where my grandmother was at. She was in another room getting taken care of by a few doctors. Nothing ended up being wrong with her. Just a few body pains. Everybody had body pains. Some people had a few scratches, but we were all fine. No broken bones, nothing. It was amazing. God blessed us for sure. But this was specifically from my experience to tell y'all how God really blessed me and took care of me because I knew that I was not supposed to make it that day, but I did. And I am so grateful for God for that. Part 2, family. We are about to talk about this karmic family and what they did to try to cover something up when it came to this accident. All right, family. I'll see y'all in part 2.